yeah. I don't believe in destiny, I just do what's best for me. Don't listen to my enemies, they're just full of jealousy. Yeah, this legacy, you gon' see what's left of me. You gon' see success in me, you ain't seen the rest of me. I just wanna be the best at what I know, better than the rest, just watch me grow. Put me to the test and watch me go. This is my quest, I'ma make it known. They call me obsessive, oh I know. Call me selective with my notes, call me aggressive with my flow. Call me offensive even though Joe, I ain't gonna lie, life's tough. Try to get by, life's rough. Try to do it right, it's not enough. Even though you try, you still mess up. But I'm still gonna fight for what I love, still gonna die for what I love. Still gonna try, I won't give up. Still gonna fight until I've won. They say I'm way too obsessed and I've got nothing left, and I'm not quite there yet, but those words they'll regret, cause I've got something left and I'm not giving.
Good morning, yes, good morning. And I mean, when I say morning, it is 5:30 in the morning. Decided to come to work early to get it out the way, and then I got the rest of the day to myself. Today is weigh-in day. It's Monday, always weigh-in at the same time, and today's video is dedicated to not worrying about the scales. It's quads and chest today, so after work I'll see you in the gym. Work is done. It was quite an easy day today. Nice, it's really good starting at 6 o'clock. It's a one-off, but oh well. Now just going to walk to the gym, and today I'm gonna do a voiceover. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna explain everything, each workout. I'm gonna tell you what I was starting off with and tell you if I've improved. Obviously this is the 4th week now, so I should have improved on each one. Obviously it's quads and chest today. Last week was a good week. On Monday I've just had a bit of food before I start, and I've had a coffee. Yes, I've had a coffee. I hate coffee, I do not like coffee at all, but I've got no pre-workout and I need a little kick as well, so just to get them numbers in. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be going through each and every exercise, doing a voiceover completely of each exercise, what it works, exercise is called, and then I'll be talking about the subject, about how and why scales are not always the way forward when losing weight. And you'll be quite surprised why I'm saying that. So let's get in the gym and let's go through this workout today. So then, let's get down to my Monday workout. Obviously it's chest and quads. I start off with heel elevated squats. These are a lot harder than actual normal squats because obviously your heels are elevated and it's just targeting the quads, so it's just quad based. When I first started this, I really struggled. Like I said, I'm not a big fan of legs, but I was hitting really 3 sets of 6. I was really burning out quick. My quads was on fire, but now it doesn't look a lot of weight, and it still isn't a lot of weight, but I'm doing 40 kg, 10 reps for 5 sets. So in a matter of 2 weeks, I've strengthened so much. Next is the good old leg extension. This is more of a fluffy exercise, I would say, and it is 4 sets, but I'm going down the reps. I'm going from 20 down to 15, down to 12, down to 10. And what you want to do with this is you want to make sure when you're doing it and getting your legs up is sort of pull your heels out and squeeze them quads. You might see on the background, wow, look at his tiny little weights. A little kid could do that. Trust me, you do 4 sets of these with a minute rest between them, and by the time you get to them last 2 sets, your quads are on fire. And just remember, I've just done some squats focusing on the quads as well, just about 3 or 4 minutes before. Next, I went on to my chest, and this is my favorite machine. It was the thing I was improving. I used to be able to do almost three 20 plates each side, but as you can see, this is what I can do now. I mean, I'm doing 30 kg each side for 12 reps, and then the last one I do struggle. Then, giving my chest a little rest, I go back onto my final quad exercise, and that is dumbbell lunges. You don't have to use a dumbbell. You can use kettlebells. You can use a barbell over the back of your neck. But all you want to do is walk, lunge, walk, lunge. You don't have to lunge and walk. You can do it on the spot, whichever makes you feel happy, basically. Then I went back onto flat dumbbell bench, and this is something I have improved so much on in the last couple of weeks. Back in the day, I was hitting 45s. After I got ill, I was struggling to do 30s. But today, I sort of like rep up to 5. It's basically 5 sets, and I can keep the same weight. But 32s was quite easy, so I bumped up to 34s for 5, and then I went up to 36s for 5. Then I went up to 38s for 5, and I was like, yes, the 38s are my peak maximum. I wouldn't go back onto 38s next week because I did struggle, but I'm thinking this is progressive overload at its greatest. Next, I'm doing another fluffy move, I would say, and that's a machine chest press, and I'm only doing 8 reps on 3 sets. I started with this on 52. I haven't actually put it higher, but I'm repping out slow. I'm trying to have it controlled as much as possible. I'm not rushing it. I always say like 2 seconds up, 3 seconds down, and then I finish with some flies. These are to hit the lower part of the pec, of course. You can either do these or dips. I prefer dips. I actually, back in the day, before Christmas, I was actually doing both. I always class this as the finishing move to my chest workout. That is it. That is my Monday workout. It's got better every week, and that's what I suggest to do when you're cutting or not, is make sure you're getting stronger every week, no matter what. By far the best workout I've done so far on prep. My strength is almost back. Obviously, I'm not as strong as I was before. I'm eating a lot less calories, and it's my 4th week now back at the gym. But I say give it another couple of weeks and I will be back to how I was before. New Lidl opened up near my area, so I'm going to go and check it out. I've only ever been to Lidl once, but this is a big Lidl, so I'm going to go and check it out and see if there's some nice healthy stuff that I can eat. And then I'll be talking about the subject today, about obviously, should you really trust the scales? Are they really important? And what you can do if you are actually putting on weight, or you've put on a little bit of weight, and how not to worry about it. But I'll tell you all about it after my little trip to Lidl. Oh, there she is. Hey. Right, I am now walking to Lidl. It is miles away. Never been. Is it new? It is new, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. How old?
I don't know.
Yeah. Anyway, Shoal's here. Look. Yeah, and I'm gonna have a look at what food they got. Probably a load of food I like. I feel like Dora the Explorer because I got my bag like a 5-year-old going to school, and I hate it. But God, I'm doing my steps today. Anyway, let's see what Lidl's got. Oh, look at that. Oh my God, the smell. Oh my God. Oh. Hot cross buns. Oh, I love them. Oh. Oh. Right then, now I've actually finished my little tour. Not that good, but I got some quite good ice cream. I'm allowed to have like the Halo Top ice cream, and it's their own brand. It was like 180 something for a whole tub at the moment, so I can have that on my non-training days. But about the video today, about the topic, why it's not important to get stressed out about when you're weighing yourself every week or however often you do, because your weight can change at any time. You know what you're eating, you know what you've been doing. If you've been tracking for a long time and right procedure all the time and tracking your meals and everything, and you're eating the right amount of calories, there is no reason why you won't lose weight. As you can see, today I weighed myself and I was 0.2 heavier than I was last week. There can be a lot of things. I've asked my coach what they could have been. He's going to get back to me, but my take on things, it could be quite a few things. Maybe I've not exercised enough in the gym, you know, not being intense enough. I might have not done as many steps or as I had done in a previous thing, but I know I did. So it couldn't have been one of them two, because when I go to gym, I try my best. I try as hard as I possibly can, and same with my steps. I always hit my steps every day. So it's not that. The only other thing is expenditure. Do I actually use that amount of energy what I'm on at the moment? And do I really need to eat as many calories? Maybe I need to lower the calories. Or could it be muscle mass? Because you might not think this, but you can actually still build muscle when you're on a diet, a cutting phase. And people say you can't. You can. Obviously, if you're doing a really drastic cut where you're cutting down the calories a hell of a lot, it's very doubtful you're going to actually build any more muscle. You probably will lose more muscle. But if you're gradually losing weight, there is no reason why you can't build new muscle. And one of the things I said to him was, maybe it might be muscle on my legs. Maybe I've gained some extra muscle mass on my legs, because I am not a sort of person who trains legs all the time. I'm not a big fan of training legs. I will do it probably once a week, but I don't do it too really intense, because obviously I'm working and being on my feet all day. When I go to the gym, my legs are aching from working, so I don't really put in the amount of effort, like, because I've got nothing to train for other than myself. I started this actual prep and I'm competing. Obviously, I want to look the best. I don't want to look stupid on stage, even though my legs are not showing on stage because I'll be wearing long shorts. I have been training my legs just as hard as I train every other body part, and maybe they have growing in mass, maybe by the odd. You might not even see it by the naked eye, but maybe I should do a measurement in one of the videos. Maybe probably in the next 2 or 3 weeks, I will do a transformation video of what I was before and what I am now, because if you've been following me for a long time, I actually measured my body parts before prep, and it would be quite interesting just to see if I have lost any inches on my arms, or if my waist has got thinner, you know, and my legs got bigger. But as soon as I know why, I will tell you. But what I'm going to say about what I think about losing weight is, a lot of people are obsessed about what they see on the scales, and if they haven't lost something every single month or every single week or every single day, you can weigh yourself anytime. Some people weigh themselves every single day. I suggest you don't do that, because it will vary every single day. One day you'll put on weight, one day you'll lose weight, next day you'll stay the same. And the trouble about that is it's going to mess around with your head. You might do more cardio on the day where you've put on weight, and it could be simply down to stuff like water in your body, you know, glycogen, you know, it could be anything like that. It could be because you've not exercised as much, you haven't burned as much energy off in the day. It can be many things. So I suggest doing it weekly. I do mine every Monday, roughly around the same time, and I do it in the same spot. I don't change scales, I don't change places in the house. I make sure it's in the right spot, because everywhere you might get a different reading. So that's another tip to do if you are weighing yourself. The next thing is, if the scales are saying you're heavier, or you're not losing weight, or you're only losing a little bit of weight, just use your eyes. Do you look better? Do you look better than last week? Do you look better than last month? This is one thing I think out of everything is more important. And you know, scales do not give you, and they're the best instrument to actually use when you're losing weight. Just because you might be the same weight from last week, and maybe a couple of weeks you've not lost any weight, it doesn't mean you've not lost body fat. You could have replaced fat with muscle mass. So you can do measurements, and that's another one. Measurements. So if you measure yourself, your waist, your chest, if it's got bigger, your chest has got bigger, obviously you've gained muscle. If you're eating all healthy and sticking to a plan. If your waist has gone smaller, so don't worry about your weight all the time. You know, trust the process you're on. You know, if you've got a coach who's gave you the plan, or if you're following a diet plan, like if you're Slimming World or something like that, just stick to it. You know, 1 week you might have a bad week, but another week you might drop double the weight what you did before. You know, you just gotta be patient. Not everything will just fall off every week, and of course the more weight you do lose, the harder it is to actually get rid of the weight, you know. So that's when you have to implement like lowering your calories, upping your cardio. So then I hope you enjoyed this. If you've got any questions about dieting or how I'm going through this, or you want to ask anything how I'm managing, I'm in now, this is my 4th week, so this is week 16. Yep, 16 weeks I'll be going on stage at Bodypower, and this is now where the stage where it's the nitty and gritty coming in, right? And the next few videos are going to be really good, because I'm going to be ordering something at the end of this week, and you'll find out what.